What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update as we're now seeing a big backfire coming for those rogue justices that have been bringing about these charade cases and political witch hunts for this guy Donald Trump, causing a lot of trouble for the man. As we now have Jim Jordan in this next update serving and tossing around some subpoenas that could potentially bring about some evidence that could be wiping the slate clean for Donald Trump and causing some legal trouble for those rogue justices that have been trying to bring Donald Trump down and tarnish his reputation. I'm excited to get into the clip and see exactly what Jim Jordan is working on. So we're going to get straight to the update and I'll give my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around to the end so you guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also YouTube push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight to the update. Before we do that though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Nathan Wade is back in the news. That's DA Fani Willis, his buddy. This time he got subpoenaed by Jim Jordan. They're going to investigate his collusion with the White House. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are as we celebrate the downfall of Fani Willis and others. Letitia James is also being investigated by another guy. We'll get into all these articles in just a second. This is from Atlanta News. First, Congress wants ex-Trump special prosecutor Nathan Wade to testify. Atlanta, Georgia, the U.S. Judiciary Committee is asking Nathan Wade, the former special prosecutor of Fulton County DA Fani Willis investigation and subsequent indictment of nation's 45th president, to testify behind closed doors in Washington, D.C. In a letter dating May 9th, U.S. Rep. Jim Jordan, who has engaged in a fierce war of words with Willis, wrote Wade, with whom Willis had an acknowledged personal relationship. Jordan's committee had already asked Wade for information regarding his employment as a special prosecutor in the investigation, a position he was forced to relinquish by Judge Scott McAfee. Okay, we're going to get to that actual letter Jim Jordan sent to Nathan Wade, but here's another headline from Newsweek. Fani Willis, Letitia James face probe over Donald Trump cases. This is a whole separate group of guys. Fani Willis, Letitia James, two prosecutors involved in legal actions against former President Donald Trump, are among those facing a probe surrounding their communications with the Department of Justice. That is Joe Biden's DOJ. They're looking for any kind of coordination here. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey has asked the Department of Justice to provide communications between the department and Willis and Fulton County District Attorney, New York Attorney General Letitia James. Bailey has also asked the department to hand over activity and communications between the department of and Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and Special Prosecutor Jack Smith. So they all seem to be coordinated. They just need to get the email to link them all, the communications. Willis, James, Bragg, and Smith are prosecuting Trump in 4 criminal indictments and a civil case. It's about time the Republicans bit back. Get this stuff going. Put these people on trial. Get their emails. Writing on X, that's formerly known as Twitter, Bailey said his office had, quote, reason to believe Biden's corrupt Department of Justice is the headquarters of the illicit prosecutions against President Trump. So where there's smoke, maybe there's some fire. He's just saying all this stuff seems to be coordinated, all the timing of it. Seems like someone, up there in the Department of Justice has an email, has a communication up there. They got to flush this stuff out. He said, quote, the investigations and subsequent prosecutions of former President Donald Trump appear to have been conducted in coordination with the U.S. Department of Justice. In another post, he alleged the legal actions, quote, have been weaponized to keep President Trump sidelined from the political arena, unquote. He vowed to, quote, fight for President Trump until he's back in the White House, unquote. And then here's a legal expert from Nottingham in the United Kingdom. I don't know why we're looking for U.S. legal experts in the UK, but here, good job, Newsweek. He said, the motivations to do this are evident from the tweet, but it is perfectly legitimate to ask the question. The genesis of the Manhattan case, of course, was during the Trump administration, which was accelerated by Alvin Bragg. where the indictments were decided by a grand jury, unquote. Landman said the other cases were launched after Trump lost the 2020 election. Quote, if the investigation reveals any political pressure to bring them, then this could have implications for all of the cases. The DOJ will need to demonstrate that it followed all protocols, carried out investigations to obtain evidence, and crafted indictments based on the evidence in the absence of direction from the Biden administration, unquote. Of course, we think that direction is there from the Biden administration, although I don't think Biden knows anything. I'm just saying whoever's handling Biden sent the dogs through Merrick Garland, through the Department of Justice to appoint Jack Smith, coordinated the whole thing. That's what it looks like anyways. Here's Jim Jordan on Twitter about the Nathan Wade subpoena. Today, we invited Nathan Wade to appear for a transcribed interview before the House Judiciary Committee. His role in the case against President Trump in Georgia cannot go unquestioned. And then here's the questioning letter. I'm going to read some excerpts of it. Dear Mr. Wade, the Committee on the Judiciary continues to conduct oversight of politically motivated prosecutions by state and local officials, as well as oversight of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, receipt and use of federal grant funds. This goes back to Miss Timpson, who we're getting very close to getting on an interview, very close. As part of our oversight, the committee sent you a letter on January 12th in 2024 requesting 6 specific categories of documents relating to your former employment with the DA office. On January 26th, the committee received an unsolicited letter from Fulton County DA Fani Willis responding on your behalf to the committee's letter. Ms. Willis's letter, however, refused to provide the committee with the responsive information and merely repeated arguments that the committee had already considered and dismissed at length. To date, you have failed to comply with or even responded to the committee's request. We write to reiterate our request and ask you for your voluntary cooperation with our oversight. There are serious concerns about your role in the politically motivated persecution initiated by Ms. Willis against Donald Trump. You have reportedly profited significantly from Ms. Willis's prosecution, with unsealed court filings alleging you have been paid almost $700,000. Down at the bottom says, thank you for your prompt response, attention to this matter. Sincerely, Jim Jordan. So Nathan Wade, they're after him. They're going to try and pick him off. You know, he doesn't have as high of a position as DA Fani Willis has to hide behind. You know, he's just a freelance lawyer. So I think they can go after him and hopefully shake out some emails. Anyways, we'll keep you posted on this. If you guys think, tell me in the comments below, if you think Nathan Wade will comply, will he send anything to Jim Jordan or will he remain defiant?
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those of you who want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys go over there to show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. Looks like Jim Jordan is zeroing in on DA Fani Willis's boyfriend, Nathan Wade, guys. He's going to shake all the, evidence, all the information right out of, Nathan Wade's pant leg is what it looks like to me. And Nathan Wade is one of the most, susceptible people to give us as much information as possible on Fani Willis, the collusion between Biden's administration and Biden's DOJ. I mean, this guy is the middleman to all the information. I believe that America First patriot Jim Jordan may be on to something with this subpoena that he served, DA Fani Willis's boyfriend, Nathan Wade. I mean, come on now, who closer than, Fani Willis, the collusion of this case, and then the boyfriend that was hired to, work on the case with Fani Willis. I don't know, guys. This may be the link that, connects all those rogue justice like, Fani Willis, Letitia James, Jack Smith, Merrick Garland to the Biden administration, and Biden's DOJ, and that collusion could taint all of these cases. We can see this whole thing getting flushed down the drain. And honestly, I think the icing on the cake may be that, DA Alvin Bragg and that whole Stormy Daniels hush money case is going to be wrapped in on this one too. I feel like this was the last and final boss that they sent. It was an effort to interfere with the 2024 election for Donald Trump. And if that gets, or comes out in email, any type of evidence of the linking of any of these cases to the Biden administration being sicked on, Donald Trump, bringing about these political witch hunts. Boy, oh boy, is there going to be a big back blow for Biden and the Biden administration. A development of this magnitude would lead to everyone on the left who was still stuck with Joe Biden through thick and thin to hop on over to the right, guys, and support Donald Trump, because this will be the last key to proving that the Bidens are really after Donald Trump. I mean, he's been coming out and saying this for some time now, since the beginning of the case, saying that this is all politically motivated and they're all after me for one reason, and that's because I'm trying to hop in that seat as president later on this year. And he's been pleading that case, and he stuck to that story. Initially, there was a lot of skepticism, especially from the left, whether or not Donald Trump was telling the truth, that there was some illegitimacy or some wrongdoings going from the Biden administration, some collusion between these cases. And then they just start coming one after one, and they start raising way more suspicion. I raised a couple of eyebrows. We start getting a lot of people looking in the direction to see, like, why are these cases coming after Donald Trump? Now they're trying to call this guy a felon, someone who just left the office as president. Now you're saying he's this, mass criminal. It just doesn't make sense. And that's when this thing started to get a lot more attention. I feel like folks started to, realize that this was sort of a witch hunt. But then there's still those folks that are still on the fence, like, I don't know. You guys got to give me, that key, that link that proves that Biden and the Biden DOJ is the one who sicked their administration, weaponized the Department of Justice system on Donald Trump, bring about these charade cases. And I think this may do it. Jim Jordan is on to something. Just by this move alone, by America First Patriot Jim Jordan, he just threw that subpoena right at DA Fani Willis's boyfriend. I think we might be able to scoop some of that information out and get that link. Biden's administration and all these rogue justices that have been weaponized, armed to come after Donald Trump with these charade cases. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, though. I don't know. Do you guys think DA Fani Willis's boyfriend is going to spill the beans? I mean, he did get tossed under the bus, by Fani Willis. So why wouldn't he turn on her? I mean, it's just the right thing to do, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing, guys. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button, guys. So we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week. Go.